What's up YouTube? Simply Unlucky here. And today I have an awesome video for you guys. I'm going to be doing a couple things. I'm going to talk about the Yu-Gi-Oh 2014 April ban list, along with a tag video that I'll be doing for you guys because I've been tagged. Alright, I'll start with the ban list first because it's nice and simple. So here is the new ban list right here, and let's just go over what happened. There's like 9 changes or 8 changes, whatever it is. And as you guys can see there, it says Forbidden and Limited List, effective from April 1st to July 13th. So that's April, May, June, July. So about 3 months and 3.5 months. And so that's interesting. That's new. And I mean, I don't really mind. They can mess with ban list all they want. They should at least make it 3 months, though. That's a good idea, at least. So the new things that have happened: Morphing Jar and Morphing Jar number 2 are now banned. That's fine. Those cards are way too crazy. That's cool. And I no longer have a tournament pack Morphing Jar, so I don't care. Whatever. And some other stuff. So cards that are now limited, we have Coach Soldier Wolf Bark. Kind of sucks. I picked up some at a really cheap price in a trade. But yeah, everyone knew it was going to happen. I didn't feel like they were going to limit 10 key because they just made it in the Astral pack, and Konami doesn't like to mess with cards on the Forbidden list that they just reprinted. So yeah, so Wolfbark is now limited to 1. I'm pretty sure everyone kind of called that, and a 2 is still a little too good. So Wolfbark is at 1, making Fire Fist less consistent, because Fire Fist is pretty much by far the most consistent deck in the format. Everyone kind of knows that too. And then there's Mermails, and there's Gunda, however you want to say, Mermail, Abyss Gun. And yeah, I mean, she's a good card. She special summons cards from the grave, help you do crazy shenanigans and make turn 1 rank 7. So it slows down the deck a little bit, but I still think Mermails, and same with Fire Fist, they're still gonna be really good. But I think the Wolfbark is a much harder hit than the Abyss Gunde. So that is that. Mermails and Fire Fist have been hit. Kind of saw that coming. It was either kind of Abyss Gund or Abyss Teus. That's what I was thinking. So they're not gonna hit like Megalo because that's a secret rare. Rekindling's at 1. That's fine. It's a shenanigans card. I mean, don't have too many of those in format. And yeah, Rekindling I feel like should have always been at 1. I never really messed around with it too much, anyways. Infernity Barrier at 1. Infernities were being a little too consistent, and they didn't like that either. And also, they can do some crazy shenanigans, man. Infernities are awesome. So yeah, reminds me of Sabrise. But yeah, so Infernity Barrier is now at 1. That's cool. All right, now for the semi-limited cards, we have Necroface at 2. I don't know if they're trying to make that a side deck card or something like that. Because I don't know, the Necroface can't really be a deck, so like there can't really be a deck around it right now. But I feel like maybe you can use it to stop card decks like Light Sworns and Sylvans, maybe, you know, something like that. To where decks that use their deck to do shenanigans, you can mill it more so they can end up milling themselves. So yeah, Necroface could be a good side deck card now, maybe. And Hieratic Seal of Convocation at 2. It's not that big of a hit to Hieratics, so sure. A really sacky deck, though. I feel like they should have hit that one a little more. But it's not consistent enough to win everything, so there you go. And then Magical Stone Excavation at 3. Yeah, they should put like Magician Faith at 3 and some other stuff at 3. There's a lot of cards that could be at 3. Everyone was wanting Dark Arm to come back to like 2 or 3. I guess that could have happened. Bestiari at 2 or 3. But yeah, so a lot of cards could potentially be at more than 1, more than limited. And Stratos did not come back, so sorry for those hero players. Hashtag bring back Stratos. Didn't work this time. It'll definitely probably work next time, maybe. And then Primal Seed at 3, sure, everyone knows that your Beaver Warrior can have infinite attack, or your machines, and yeah, so if they're going to do something like that, that's cool. I guess it could be, I feel like, almost a joke, like for April Fools or something, I don't know. But that's kind of dumb, I feel like, but whatever. I'm not going to play any Primal Seed decks. I feel like the best deck of the format, seriously, might be like Chainburn or something. Yeah, so for all those Chainburn players out there, you guys should definitely have a side deck ready for that, because Chainburn is just, I feel like, might be the most consistent broken deck. So yeah, we have Chainburn. I just like Chainburn, that's fun. Everyone hates Chainburn. And Fire Fist, Mermails, they'll still be at the top. Infernities will still be at the top. But yeah, so now for the next segment of this video, let's get to my tag video. So I've been tagged by Galactic God, and there's this whole tag video history thing. If you guys really want to go find out how it all worked and how it all happened, I think Underworld started it, Underworld 666. So if you guys want to go check that out, that's cool. I noticed a lot of you guys were kind of throwing a ton of comments out there on my videos. Dude, you've been tagged by Galactic God. And I was like, alright, I'll make a video. And then you guys did it again and again. And I was like, alright, I'll make a video tomorrow. So, for the tag video, you have to answer 7 questions. And my 7 questions are, or everyone has to answer the same 7 questions. And then I have to tag a couple people at the end of this video. That's one of the questions. So, there's 7 questions. And the first question is, what is your real name or what is your first name? My first name is Roman. My middle name is Maxwell. And then my last name is Grothaus. And if you're German, you could say that in multiple ways. So, yeah, my name is Roman Maxwell. A lot of my friends just from in the past, because my family name was Roman. So, dad, grandpa, great-grandpa, all Roman. So, they call me Max, but now everyone kind of calls me Roman, so it's whatever. My teachers, all my teachers, some of my teachers call me Max, some of my teachers call me Roman. I usually just use Roman because it's my first name. Like if I'm meeting someone new, I'll be like, my name's Roman, nice to meet you. It's easier that way. So, Roman or Max, either one's fine, or Simply Unlucky, or Simply Max Roman Maximus. Maximilian Pegasus is fine too. Any of those names are fine. How did you get into Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the next question. I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I originally watched the show, and I was a big Pokemon fan, and I was all about Pokemon, man. When Pokemon came out, that was like my religion. I would like wish every single day, like, Pokemon would be real. I remember being like 8 years old and doing stuff like that. And, yeah, I would like get so mad if people would try to take my Pokemon cards or try to stop me from playing my Pokemon game at whatever I was doing. So, yeah. I was really into Pokemon, and then Yu-Gi-Oh! Came out, and I was like, maybe, I want to say 10 in 2002, right? So I was around 10, and yeah, I was like, dude, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is kind of cooler than Pokemon, and because I was getting over Pokemon at that age. So yeah, so I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of the show, and I went and bought a starter deck. It was starter deck Yugi. I saw it at Target or something, and I was like with my cousins, and I was like, hey, can you guys buy me this, please? And they were like, yeah, let's do it. Let's all buy one. So I got the Yugi starter deck. My other cousin got a couple packs. Other cousin got the KAIBA starter deck, and yeah, I ended up trading. I also got a pack. I pulled a super rare Harpy Sisters. That was my first foil I pulled, and I traded that for Summon Skull because I knew that was a better card. And that was my first trade and first pull in Yu-Gi-Oh! So that was fun. And then the next question is, why or how did you start making YouTube videos, or Yugi-tubing, however you want to call it? I originally saw Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos on YouTube. I explained this in my live stream video I made a while back now, and yeah, I saw that there's people making, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTube videos on YouTube, and I was just like, dude, that's so awesome. I totally want to do that because I was so into Yu-Gi-Oh! And yeah, I remember when I was a kid too, when I was like 15, you know, even 15 is kind of sad now that I think about it. I would like, whenever I'd make a wish or something, I'd be like, I want to be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Master, you know. that was the next thing after wishing Pokemon were real. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to try and be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Master. And so I made a YouTube channel, you know, called SimplyUnlucky. And SimplyUnlucky name, a couple of my friends used that. I kind of stole it from them, but not really. Yeah, so that was that. And SimplyUnlucky, I was like, it's a perfect name for opening packs, and I love opening packs. And I saw, you know, guys on YouTube opening packs, and I was like, dude, I could totally do that, and I'd be way more into it than you, because opening packs is so awesome. And it's not like I'm saying anyone else's videos are bad or anything. I just really wanted to open packs and get into it, because that's really what I enjoy doing for Yu-Gi-Oh! And so, yeah, I bought a whole bunch of packs, spent all my money on booster boxes, bought a booster box opening collection, which was my first Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. And then from then on, I just did like a video a week opening stuff, and you guys enjoyed it. And Oh Baby was made. Oh Baby was not purposely made. I was doing videos, and I'd always, because like in my card shop, I was known as the kid that would run around and like say, "Oh yeah, pull off card, ooh, yeah!" And yeah, so it turned into Oh Baby, one of my videos, and you guys liked it a lot. So I was like, all right, I'll try and channel my ooh into Oh Baby, and that's kind of what I do now. So like I explained in my other video too, it's Oh Baby is not forced. You know what I mean? It's the only forced thing about Oh Baby is just me putting my excitement into a word, and so it's just Oh Baby instead of ooh yeah, you know, something like that. And sometimes I'll still do my old habits like what, you know, I used to always do stuff like that. And yeah, so I had a really fun time opening packs, and that's kind of, I think you guys had fun watching it, and that's kind of why my channel kind of exploded and worked out. It was awesome. I had a really good time doing it. I still do. And the next question is, wow, that was a long explanation. Okay, the next question is, what is the best time you've had at a Yu-Gi-Oh event or tournament or whatever? Mine was Anaheim back in 2012. I made a video on it, and yeah, it was a 4,500 person tournament, like the biggest Yu-Gi-Oh tournament ever, I think. Yeah, and so it was fun. It was awesome. And my channel had about 20, 30,000 subscribers at the time, maybe 40. So, and I didn't show my face much. I only showed my face like once or twice, and so not many people knew who I was or what I looked like at the time. And but yeah, when some people figured out that I was SimplyUnlucky, you know, I had a whole bunch of people come and say hi, and like there's one little kid, and he was with a whole bunch of other little kids. They're like, you know, 8 or whatever, and they all, you know, knew my channel. I thought that was really awesome. And yeah, I signed some mats and stuff, and got to take some pictures with some fans or subscribers. And yeah, it was a really good time. And I entered the tournament, and I got 72nd out of, you know, 4,500 or whatever it was. And I played in Zectors, and Zectors were really broken at the time, but so was Windups and Rabbit, Dino Rabbit. So they're all broken decks. And yeah, I ended up getting 72nd, and I actually got, you know, once you get to top 64 and in that big of a tournament, it's pretty much a new tournament. A new tournament starts at the, you know, top 64. Usually it'd be top 8 or something, but it's top 64 for that tournament. And so I just missed the cutoff, and I actually pretty much drew, you know, on purpose for the last round. Intentionally drew. I admitted that to some people, and ended up, you know, if I would have won, I would have gotten to top 64, and if I didn't draw, but I did draw and ended up getting 72nd. It was not a fun day. That was, yeah, it worked so hard to get that far in the tournament, and just drew for no reason. Made myself lose out of the tournament. So yeah, but got 72nd. It was pretty cool, and it was a really good time. And I met a lot of other Yu-Gi tubers too. And I'll try, and if I ever go to tournaments, I'm going to try to make more tournaments now, and I'll try and announce it on Facebook and stuff if I'm going to go into any tournaments. I'll try and get some pictures and post pictures and stuff. I really want to try to make a bigger effort, you know, more of an effort to do that, because yeah, meeting you guys is really awesome and stuff too. So, what is your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh deck ever is the next question, and my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh deck, which I hope you guys should know by now, is the 6 Samurai. And yeah, when the 6 Samurai cards came out, I seriously, like, I screamed like a little girl. I was like, these cards are so freaking awesome. I don't care if the deck's good. I was like, there's freaking futuristic samurai cards. Like, when I saw Yaichi, I was like, dude, that's like a samurai with the Force. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was really cool, and I really enjoyed all the 6 Samurai pictures. Yaichi obviously is my favorite, but and the deck was really fun to play. You know, at a time the gateway was at 3, that was fun, but I don't even really remember playing it much then. It was really before Strike and Neos, when Strike and Neos came out. But yeah, it was a good time. The Reinforcements, I think, was at 3 when I was playing it. Yeah, 6 Samurais, definitely my favorite deck. Awesome deck. I won a lot of tournaments at my locals with it. Why do you play Yu-Gi-Oh? Well, I think I play Yu-Gi-Oh because I am, I guess the word would be, addicted to TCGs, or just tabletop gaming. And so I need to get my fix, and my fix has become Yu-Gi-Oh. It was Pokemon, you know, there's some Magic the Gathering in there too. I do know, I played Magic the Gathering for a few years, but I've had my collection stolen a few times in Magic and Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, but Yu-Gi-Oh I always seem to come back to. And yeah, I also played other games like Naruto. You guys will see on my Simply TCG channel if you ever check that out. And of course I have Simply Pokemon too. But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is just a game I always end up coming back to because it had such a powerful show for me back in 2002, like the Forbidden Kingdom show was just in Battle City. I was so into it, and I remember watching it and getting goosebumps, being like, "Oh my God, I want a dual disc, and I want to create a hologram dual stadium when I get older or something, you know, stuff like that." Like I said, I wanted to be the Yu-Gi-Oh master, and yeah, it was a fun time. And so yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh, I was just able to. And you know, like I've seen other people's tag videos, you can really do what you want with Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, you can do that with a lot of other TCGs, but in Yu-Gi-Oh, you can take just some commons and rares, that cards that you think look really cool and as an archetype, and you could just play your friends. You know, sometimes, you know, I would ask my friends, hey, do you want to play some Yu-Gi-Oh? They don't really play anymore. And they'd be like, sure, I'll just grab, you know, 5,000 commons or a couple thousand commons. Let's make some decks. Let's just play with these commons. And, you know, I go over the decks, make sure they're even, and then we could switch around playing different decks or whatever, you know, and we just play. And I really like that you could do that with Yu-Gi-Oh! And like I said, it's really a classic game for me. And, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! As an anime was a card game. You know what I mean? The anime was a card game. So I feel like a little more powerful of a card game than Pokemon was, you know, anime-wise and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's why I play Yu-Gi-Oh! And also, I have a YouTube channel now, and I really enjoy editing, creating videos, and talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Opening Yu-Gi-Oh! Product, obviously, is the coolest thing ever to do, and I'm never going to get tired of it. It's almost like gambling and stuff like that. But, yeah, I really enjoy my YouTube channel. I'm glad you guys do, too, for those of you that watch my videos. And, yeah, it's really awesome. So that's also another reason why I play/make Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. And so the last question is, which other YouTubers will you tag, or Yugi-tubers? And I'm just gonna go with a couple of the first Yugi-tubers that I watched when I joined. Cyberknight A610. I'm gonna tag him. Why not? When I first started, I really watched a lot of his videos and iPokemonI, because they opened a lot of product at the time, and I really liked how they did their videos. So yeah, Cyberknight 8610, and then the other one I'm going to tag is Asian Eyes White Dragon. I just don't know if you guys, they've been tagged. I haven't really gone back into the tag history of tagging stuff like that. So if you guys want to flame their videos like you did mine or whatever, just go and, you know, ask them, you know, SimplyUnlucky tagged you, make a tag video eventually when you have time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, my review of the 2014 ban list, which really didn't change much. Hashtag bring back Stratos, and my tag video. So yeah, and I'm going to post a video tomorrow. Like I said, this video is not going to count towards my every other day video schedule that I got going on for SimplyUnlucky, and Simply Pokemon should have a video up today too. And so, once again, YouTube, thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos, and Simply Unlucky signing out.